Greetings and welcome, one and all. Welcome back to Robocraft and to the Red Kite. What may be one of the last episodes we'll see with the Red Kite for a little while. As much as I am enjoying this build, and I am really enjoying this build, I am getting the itch to build another bot, to try out something new. So I imagine that I am soon going to be doing a build tutorial for the Red Kite, and then rebuilding it off camera, obviously, and possibly coming back to it some point in the future. But I will be stepping away from the Red Kite for a little while to work on something new. Now, before we do that, though, there are a few things that I want to test. I've had lots of suggestions for things that I want to just give a try before I settled on the final form of the Red Kite that I'll be using in the build tutorial. Now, one of those things, one that's often requested, is Helium. However, we are going to want to possibly purchase the tier 8 Helium. 17,000 each. That's phenomenally expensive. I mean, that's really quite nastily expensive. We'll go with the T6 then instead. We'll buy 20 of them. That is crazy expensive, though. Right. Okay, well, we've got more than enough CPU to be able to handle this, so why don't we start placing... Oh, of course, we should activate the mirror line first. Or rather, I should have activated it first. I did not, however. How did I have this going? Yes, I had it all the way up to the top. That's fine. Okay, so we can place the Helium at the front there. And that'll be going on both sides. Then we can place the jammer back on top. Like so. Oh, maybe not then. Helium is actually quite expensive. Well, the jammers are not actually that important. So what we could do instead, have the Helium like this. And then somewhere around here, do the same. Will we have enough, is the question. Probably, yes. Okay, so we've added a little bit of Helium there. How much is this Helium? How much do you take? 14. Yeah, we can afford it. Let's go ahead. Ah, of course, yes. This is not... I was wondering, why hasn't it gone up more than that? But we were only placing one because we were right down the center, so it wasn't mirroring. Okay, so there's the Helium on this design. That should help a little bit. Not a whole lot, perhaps, but a little bit. Now, unfortunately, that means that there are a number of embellishments that I'm flat out not going to be able to afford to do now. One of them was to run a spine of these prisms along the bottom here, but alas, not happening now. However, that said, don't really need it there. We need 1, 2, 3, 4. We've only got 2 to play with. Ah, drat! Just shy. Ah, ha, 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 ha. I could get rid of that. That will give me what I need. Ah, perfect. Okay. Actually, we could offset that slightly if we really wanted to. Don't really. That is a little bit awkward, though. Let's do that for now. Yeah, that'll work. If I had another 2, I would put them at the back. In fact, I'm going to go and buy another 2 just to finish off this look. There we go. And that should be everything we need. Look how beautiful the Red Kite has become. Now, to find out how stable the Red Kite has become. So for that one, we're going to be going straight to the practice area. Now, hopefully, the Helium... No, the reason why I was avoiding Helium is because Helium adds drag. Adds a lot of it, in fact. But we're now climbing naturally. We haven't found where the... where our balance point is, where it'll settle out. Now, the thing with Helium, as I was saying, Helium creates drag, it slows you down, so I avoid using it wherever possible for flyers, and we're just going to let this rise naturally. I'm not pressing anything, I'm just letting it do its own thing. But flyers need to move fast. Now, it would be nice if the red kite could move fast, but it can't. It just doesn't move fast. It moves slowly at all times. So the main issue with Helium, not as big of a concern, really, for the red kite. Is this where we're going to balance out? No, we're still going. It seems that this is kind of where we're balancing out. What I'm assuming is happening is the wobble, the up-down wobble that the rotor blades have naturally. When it's going with the up wobble, it's climbing aggressively because of the helium. But then the down wobble is not quite able to counteract the helium quite enough. So around this area, we're not stable. And below this area, we're not stable either. We just continue to rise. So this is probably where we sit naturally now. Which is fine, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. Let's see how we move around. Well, we're slow, but we were slow anyway. It's actually, ooh, it's added a lot of stability for turning. I don't drift as much anymore. I'm, of course, a medic, so plasmaring is not a thing. No, I'm liking this. Okay, this helium has done a lot for our maneuverability. The only thing is, can we descend very quickly? We can't descend as quickly as we used to be able to, but we still do descend quite a lot, and I can slow my descent much better than I used to be able to as well. Usually, if I'd been descending that far, there'd be way too much downward momentum behind the red kite. And even if I was holding down space to try and climb again, there'd be no way for me to resist the descent, and the red kite would just crash its belly into the floor. Okay, well, the red kite has impressed me. I think we're good. I think this is going to work well. The addition of that helium has done a great deal of good to this bot. The only downside, obviously, no radar jammers, but I'm fairly certain that we can live without that. Plus, we have the cages beneath our hover blades, so they're a little bit tankier now. On the whole, very happy. But let's just do one last test. How high can we go? How high can I get? And of course, just hover here and just use that to go up. No, we are wobbling. This is as high as we're gonna get, I fancy, and that's not gonna change. My lord, there's a large sort of range for that wobble. We can use the vapor trails to see that. At this height, you're not going to be sniping. You're not going to be sniping anything at this height. It just won't happen. I think in order to make the red kite a... whoa, what's happening there, I wonder? That was kind of crazy. But to make the red kite any sort of sniper, you would need walker legs, I imagine, or skis. Something to allow you to land and then have the rails on top. Or underslung, perhaps, if you had walker legs. But either way, the only way you're going to use the red kite in a sniping configuration, because I was considering testing that, would be to land and stabilize. So for now, we're going to stick with SMGs, plasmas, and nano disruptors as the main weapons of choice. But I'm going to take it out once again, equipped as a healer, and we'll see what we can do. I'm not actually sure if I had equipped it as a healer in the last episode. I was streaming with the red kite on the weekend, so a few things were tweaked here and there, but largely I believe this is more or less exactly the same bot. I've got the radar underneath, and obviously this whole area has been sealed off, but that was one of the biggest changes. I added the hover cages to add a little bit of extra protection to the hover blades. I'm not sure if I did that on camera or not. I believe I did that whenever I set up the healing blades. So, in case I did that off camera, just going over that change now as well. But as you can see, at this point, I'm being limited by my level, which is level 81. I need a little bit more in order to add some more embellishments. But honestly, the more embellishments I add, the heavier the red kite becomes, the harder it is to fly. So I think we need to stop adding things to the red kite at this point. Right, I am going to jump into a battle, and I shall bring you back when we have one, and we shall see how the red kite does as a medic. Greetings and welcome back to the battlefield, where we have 3 medics, the enemy have 2, but I imagine the Tesla Blade bot is also a medic, so effectively they have 3. We have 3 plasmas on each side. However, the enemy do not have a railgun, we do. As a result, we have 1 less SMG. So this may be an interesting fight. Our SMG may make this for us. Their ability to take out flyers is frankly amazing, and is largely what I'm intending to build. I fancy building a rail walker, possibly a rail walker hybrid. A walker flyer hybrid, or maybe even a walker copter hybrid. I'm not sure, but I'll have to design it in a very specific way to account for the rails. Okay, we've got a lot of firepower around here. Let's stay low. Get to our ally who needs a bit of medicing. I'm on my way, don't worry. Here we are. There we go. Take some healing. That's right. Can I get you at all? I can, kind of, if I duck up a little bit. Of course, I'm not really ducking when I'm going up, am I? Let's get some more spots on you. I don't want to deal with that plasma that's coming this way. I want to be over there on this side, if I can. Oh, I'm getting hit by an SMG. I'm very, very close here. I'm basically just trying to hide behind the lip of this area. That is going to hurt a lot. I can't hit you with my heal beams. You're not in the right position. Let's get back down. Make sure you survive. He is probably dead at this point. Yes. Almost certainly is. But I'm taking a little bit more damage than I would like. To make sure that everyone's kept alive. There we go. We've got someone at the enemy base. That should force them to have to reconsider their attack here. Who's attacking me? Where did I just get hit from? I'm not sure, but I didn't like it. We're getting hit from all the way over there. It's someone right behind us. Okay, we need someone to go back there and deal with that person, if we could. Let's, we've got 2 people, an SMG and a plasma. I intend to hang around here. This looks like the point where we're going to have the most fighting happening, so this is where I need to be. Though we've got someone in need. Right over there. I am not going to abandon you, my little friend. I care not for my own safety. There we go. Let's try and get you. I'm taking a lot of damage. I'm being punished for this, but I don't care. The red kite is a tank for a reason. It's a sky tank, so I can do things like this. Oh, no, I'm in the way of healing beams. No, heal the guy who needs it, not me. No, I'm reversing. Heal. Oh, no, you're not going that way. Ah, my lord. Okay, well, he's at full health. Okay. Fantastic. Oh, that hurt a lot. But thankfully, I've got the right copter blades and the hovers active that I'm still in the air. That is amazing. Honestly, the red kite is a sky tank in many ways. But this is an interesting war. If we can't take out their medic, I fear this is going to be a long war. Oh no, we just lost someone. There are 5 on the enemy team. There are 6 on our team. We have the advantage, but by how much I couldn't tell you. I need my other hover blades and rotors, really. There we go. Fantastic. Now I've got a little bit more maneuverability. I've also got a little bit too much lift. I don't want to go too high. Otherwise, death. I'm going to sit over here where it's relatively safe. If you guys can apply enough damage, their medic is far behind. Keep applying damage. I'll help if I can. Try and destroy his guns wherever possible. Okay, retreating because that medic really needed to get out of the way, apparently. I'm not sure what's going on there, but that medic has... Oh, no, medic, why? I moved so that you could move. What are you doing? Why are you medicing me? Oh, I've got 1 heal beam now. Well... I appreciate your attempt to keep me alive, but I fear that you may have cost us that engagement. Well, drat. Let's just hope that you can keep our SMG going. I will. I guess I'll just kind of sit here with my hover blade, fanning the cockpit. Cool breeze. Wow, you're back. Really? I appreciate it, but I'm not going to survive long enough. Thank you very much anyway. Thanks anyway. Good game, everyone. I'll wait until live to shag. Oh, what a name. And an American as well. Or at least I assume American. I believe he's got an American flag on his spot. But good game, everyone. I'm going to wait until live to shag is gone before I say that. Otherwise, it appears rude. But it was a foregone conclusion at that point. To the bitter end, indeed, live to shag. Okay. 2008 cubes healed, though. 14 protection, 6 assists. Despite the fact that we lost that battle, we actually earned an awful lot from it. An awful lot. Now we've got 44 tier 9 tech points. What is left for me in tier 9? I need one thing which costs 78. And actually I think that's it. Yes, that is it. At tier 9. And then everything left to unlock will be in tier 10. That is interesting. Okay, well I'm going to go and find us another battle, I think. And I shall see you on the battlefield. And welcome back to a pretty even match. I have reconfigured the red kite for plasma bombardment. I want to see how the helium is going to affect its ability to perform that role. We've got 2 snipers on each side, 1 medic on each side, and an even number of plasmas and SMGs. I believe 4 and 4. Okay. Where are my allies heading off to? I want to move as part of a pack if possible. Ooh, I like that bot. It's got wings and everything. How do you control it in the sky with wings? I have always found those to be horrible. Unless those are just block wings. No, actually it looks like you've got aerofoils up there. Okay, well, let's be on the move. Making sure that I actually did type good luck, have fun. It would not do if I had not. Right, we've got a rail sniper over yonder. I'll try and get rid of him if I'm able. Let's duck down there. And about there. No, I think he's on the move. We've got another rail sniper over there. And he is plinking at me, but he's finding me a little bit harder to take out of the sky than perhaps he had hoped. Good old sky tank. Fire! There we go. You are now going to be drifting, or maybe not as much as I'd hoped. About there. Not quite enough damage. Oh, you've done enough damage now. Oh, I'm going down. But hoverblades engage. Right, let's stay a little bit lower to the ground. Now, I do need to get back to our medic. Let's try and spin around and head back in this direction. Ooh, whoa, 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 don't flip. Don't flip. Whatever you do, don't flip. Don't panic. Don't flip. Panicking is bad. Flipping is even worse. Let's get down there. Land. Just a tiny little bit of lift. Okay, go. The helium is going to be pulling me up, which is a problem here. That is what's doing it. It seems that for the... excuse me, I'm sorry, I got a bit of frog in my throat there. It seems that for all of the benefit I get from helium, giving me stability in the sky and climbing, if I lose anything, I become incredibly unstable. I'm really having to move with baby steps over here to try and get to our medic. And I'm not even sure that I'm going to get there at this rate. Oh dear. Come on, turn around. That's right, that's right. Trying to balance it when I see it rising. I try to fall when I... come on. I'm seesawing my way. I was going to say seesawing my way to victory, but I'm not sure that that would be an accurate description of this situation. Medic. Medic, I come. Failingly, I come. Okay, we've got some forward momentum. It's working for me. It's working for me. I'm getting there. Maybe I'll arrive before our medic is dead. Maybe our medic will be able to heal me enough that I can do some damage to the enemy before the end. I'm not sure, though. Fire! We've got a little bit of damage done. Climb, climb, climb. I need to apply much damage. No, the wrong part of me is climbing. I need to reverse in order to fire. Really? I am messing this up something terrible. Okay, that's good. Fire! Okay. And again, please. There we go. One down. Another one hidden over there. We are defeated by a base capture. Alas. Oh, I failed to type good game. Oh, man. But that was actually a fun game. It was interesting to see just how much damage from rails, which are crazy powerful, the red kite can sustain. It sustained an awful lot. There are only a certain number of vulnerabilities that this thing has. It's got a heck of a lot of armor, even on the wings. So it was able to keep fighting long after I'm fairly certain any lesser flyer would have crumbled into dust. Unfortunately, it was left, I wouldn't like to say crippled, because it could move around. It was generally getting where it wanted to go, but it was certainly handicapped whilst trying to move around. I don't know, these plasmas, what? They're there. I know they're there because I can place things on them. And I can also switch them. It's such a weird bug, and I don't know if I need to be worried about it or not. But I think these plasmas, these heliums in the middle need to go. We'll replace them. We don't want them there. We'll roll with that instead. But the last change I feel is necessary would be to equip this with SMGs. So let's set this up for SMG combat and just see how it goes. Let's turn on mirror mode. We'll have one there. Have one down here as well. And can we fit 2 of these? I'm not sure we're going to be able to. Oh, we can. Fantastic. We could fit one more if we really wanted to, but I can't really think of any good places to put them. Except maybe here, possibly. I do not have enough. I could move those 2 up there if I wanted to. And there's certainly a part of me that thinks maybe it would be good to have rear guns there. Yeah, we'll go with that. We've got enough for... Let me just check how much the tier 9 SMGs cost. These cost 26. Far too much. Okay, well that's fine then. We're going to be taking out the red kite in this configuration for the last actual combat test. And then the next time you see it will probably be in a build tutorial video. And then the next time after that will probably be sometime later, probably in tier 10. But that will be a little ways in the future. So, off to battle. And welcome back. We have a perfectly even team. Or rather, we have perfectly even teams. We have 4 SMGs, 3 plasmas, 2 rail snipers, and a medic on each side. Now, I'm not too happy with the presence of the rail snipers, but at the same time, as long as I can keep out of their sights, I might be alright. We've got 2 as well at the end of the day. So, this is much of an advantage to us as it is to the enemy. Alright, let's sneak over here. We've got a couple of enemies up in the sky. Let's try and get up there. Being an SMG, it's kind of my job to be here. There we go. Got some shots. Let's get back down. Don't necessarily want to be taking too much damage. Took a little bit there. Lost our forward. Ooh, got sniper looking for a bead on me. Let's keep on the move. Let's not give them an easy target, shall we? Now, the only problem with the SMGs is I need to be close to be able to do any real damage. I mean, it's the same with the nano disruptors, but the nano disruptors aren't really meant for combat. If you happen to be close to the enemy, you can fight them, but really you should be close to your allies. SMGs, not so. You have to be close to do significant damage, I suppose, is the difference. I do less damage than I used to at long range. I still do damage, though. Right, okay. Let's move as a group with these guys. We ducked our way through there. Ooh, medic, fantastic. We've got some enemies coming up here, it looks like. We're winning at the moment, I would say, but they are going to be heading back for our base capturer. We need to stop them. Here they come. The land down there, let's apply a little bit of damage. I think we may have done enough damage there. to prevent them from really getting involved. That's good. The other one is just down there. He's got a bead on me, but that means he's ignoring the SMG who's just walking straight up to him to laser him in the face. Fantastic little land SMG. I approve. Right, I need to get down there. We need to start capping this base. The enemy are nowhere to be seen, so we can afford to try. There we go, and I'll get healed while I'm here as well. Alright, let's hold this position for now. There's 2 of us here, but we need someone to go back and plink the enemy on our base to keep them from capturing it. Okay, there are 3 people here. Am I full health? Yes, I am. That means I can move on. I don't really like being at the base, even when it's probably the safest place for me to be. Never mind, the enemy have been defeated. Good game, everyone. I approve of getting my first victory of the day on the last battle of the episode. There's something nice about that. We only got 1 scout, 1 base capture. We didn't do very well in it at all. Nevertheless, we got 12,340. I mean, that was, all things considered, a terrible victory to have as your first victory of the day. But still, I enjoyed the game all the same. There was a little bit more planning involved in it. And I think I need a lot of practice with using the red kite with SMGs to ever be able to perform well with it. But I don't think I ever will. I'll be honest with you, I prefer the red kite in a bomber configuration or a healer. Generally, I prefer it as a bomber. I prefer the potential for dealing long-range damage. The SMGs have lost that, and the red kite just wouldn't work with rails. But I think for my next bot, once I've done the build tutorial for the red kite, we're probably going to check out building a dedicated rail bot. Not just one that can be equipped with rails, but one that is built for rails from the ground up. It may be a walker, it may be a walker hybrid, it could be a copter hybrid, I'm not sure. If it is a copter hybrid, it would have to be a copter that can land and fire. Now that poses some problems because these copter blades are so enormous, and yet I would probably want to put the rails on top, not on the bottom. We'll have to think about that. But that is going to be it from me. And, of course, the red kite for this episode. I do hope you've enjoyed, and I hope you will be joining me for the next, which will probably be this boss build tutorial. But until then, and as always, do take care.